We are heading into the third decade of the 21st century, and we're still having to deal with this logo.
There's an old Native American proverb.
Narration. Also, proverbs.
Inside every person, there are two bears.
Inside every person cliche. Also, I cut my stomach open after hearing this to find my own two bears, and I bled to death before I found them. Stupid hard to find inner bears. People keep trying to recreate the magic of Burning Man, and it never goes well.
Here! Hide here!
In this hole in the tree, we had hollowed out in case there was ever a situation where we needed you to hide while a demon bear attacked this reservation. I mean, this is not even a good hiding spot. See, if he'd left her on the other side of this tree, she'd have been spared this horrific sight. Waking up handcuffed to the hospital bed. Trust me, this is a sin.
Hi, Danny. I'm Dr. Reyes.
Just look how many pens I have in my pocket, which is protected by plastic, FYI. If I'm not a doctor, no one is.
What I'm about to tell you is going to be very difficult.
That's why I handcuffed you to the bed, but then unhandcuffed you from the bed before telling it to you. The camera is up in a ceiling corner, but then the recording angle is shoulder high.
Your reservation was wiped off the face of the earth. But you made it out with barely a scratch.
So that automatically makes you a mutant? Tell her about the tree you hid in, Danny.
The man I work for has a way of recognizing new mutants the moment their condition reveals itself.
Oh. Also, roll credits. Also, in this adaptation, the man Dr. Reyes speaks of is not Professor X. It is actually an evil organization called Essex, looking for mutants they can train to be killers. So, does that mean Essex has a cerebro too? Because if they do, how has the actual Professor X not found that and snuffed it out? And if they don't, then how did Essex know about Danny before the actual X-Men did? Seems like it would have been easier to just have the X-Men run in this facility, and Dr. Reyes could have had her own ulterior motives.
This is a facility for young mutants like yourself.
Why would you wait until now to say this? She's already changed into the blue scrubs. Like, what the did you tell her to get her to do that? If not, this is a facility for young mutants like yourself. Point is, this is something said much sooner than this.
Look, we can't help each other unless we talk to each other.
Tell that to the Blue Man Group. She's back in street clothes. Did she have to put on the scrubs just to get checked in? Or did some of this get edited in a sequence different from the one they shot it in? This group therapy room is ready for anything. National Geographic magazines, yoga mats, a pillow, and what is either a hot plate or a tambourine. Let's fucking party!
New girl. How up are you?
Ileana.
Drugs, I bet. Or an info, maybe. Hopefully.
Since we found out Roberto essentially turns into a nuclear reactor if he gets too hot, why would he hope she's an info? It wouldn't do him any good.
Keep behaving exactly like you are right now, and we can all just spend the day in solitary.
I get that Ileana and Roberto are acting up, but Sam and Danny haven't said a word. And Rain answered the question Dr. Reyes asked, so why are they getting looped in with the troublemakers?
Don't know how to grow weed, do you?
No.
What kind of Indian are you?
That's racist. I don't believe I've seen an actor pull off blonde this poorly since Bruce Willis and the Jackal. They could have called this movie New Mutants, Bad Wigs. I get this force field is to keep them in, but I'm assuming it also keeps them out. Keeping this place a secret to outsiders would be impossible with that thing up. You're telling me no one has ever driven up or walked up a little too close and been hit by this? Because I don't believe you. Also, I'm pretty sure this facility is protected by a force field to keep you from escaping would be part of day one orientation here. But I guess Anya Taylor-Joy's character needed more reasons to look like a jerk. Also, why is Ileana mean-girling so hard right out of the gate? She's one step away from Stephen King bully territory, and you never want to go full Stephen King bully, Ileana. Ariga. Man, her bloody nose from 30 seconds ago disappeared. Property damage. You can't leave the grounds, but you can climb unsupervised to the clock tower and break the clock and climb out on the ledge without any adults even noticing or caring. What if Arya hadn't shown up, though? They're operating a full cafeteria, a full campus for 5 patients. 5! So, was the facility a college or something and just happens to be bigger than they need, but they own it, so f*** it? Or are they hoping to grow this operation to need 200 seats in the cafeteria?
Parents sent him here to be cured.
Is there a cure for being an asshole?
Having narrated 900 of these videos, I'm starting to think there isn't.
If you follow the treatment, you'll get out of here, Danny.
I honestly can't tell if the movie's playing off psychiatric facilities or gay conversion facilities, because it feels like both. And if it's both, that is murky shit that will muddle whatever message the film is trying to say. You can get vitals from a camera?
Was it scary? Working the mines?
We are led to believe that everyone, minus Danny, has been here for a while. So how have these types of conversations not already happened? What have these 14 kids been talking about prior to Danny's arrival? You know, the idea of having a lot of smaller X-Men films like this, exploring different genres, is a great concept. Not every superhero movie needs to be about the end of the world, but I feel like a little more thought could have gone into it, other than, hey, I really like that one Nightmare on Elm Street sequel. Let's just use that framework, but the teens will be mutants, and instead of Freddy Krueger, we'll have a demon bear. I've said it before and I'll say it again, herd showers are always a sin. Christ, who does this? Who turns on a shower and lets the stream hit them before it warms up even a tiny bit? This is the most up thing I've ever seen. This after choosing a shower directly beside the only other person showering, which is bad form. This girl is a shower etiquette monster. Sequence. Popping her collar. Super not subtle here with the same-sex Buffy kiss on TV while the girl with a girl crush watches. This is like Chekhov's lesbianism.
You want a buffalo wing? You people love buffalo, don't you?
Is being racist Ileana's mutant ability? Also, buffalo wings are not made from buffalo. So she orders 2 of them to solitary, and in solitary we see that they have a bed, a toilet, and a sink, and hey, this is an ordinary cell. This is no different from where each of them slept last night. You're cheating.
Smiling men can't get us in our special place.
Eavesdropping, and how thin are these walls, man?
It's important we find out exactly what your power is, so we can help you control it.
Anyone who doesn't realize at this point that this woman isn't trustworthy is just new to movies, I think is the nicest way to say it, right? Welcome to movies, you gloriously trusting noobs.
I masturbated twice.
If I had to confess all my masturbations to my father, well, it would be way more than 2 between confessions, I can say that. Also, treating masturbation as a sin is, well, a sin.
Dare.
You can't say there.
Fine. Jesus. Truth.
Well, if he can't say dare, then why would he have to say truth? Sinning the notion that these kids could figure out how to work or interpret a lie detector test. Also, sinning the notion that lie detectors are reliable indicators of truth-telling behavior.
No, look. I told you.
What?
Why not?
Because he's a teenager, and being a virgin as a teenager is nothing to be ashamed about, and shouldn't be surprising to anyone. Also, once again, these 4 have been together a while. I assure you the sex questions have been asked and answered.
Yeah, you think it's funny? Your turn, asshole.
After 1 question? This game is dumber than Sequence.
A legend of a bear, a demon bear, that lives inside of us and feeds off of our fear.
She said she didn't know her power, but she's a bear. I'm betting she's a bear. Put 200 on she's a bear to win. Jesus. A hospital that is really a prison, superpowered prisoners, group therapy sessions, Anya Taylor-Joy, and now this master control video wall? This is Glass. This is the movie Glass. If someone drowns in a puddle at the end, I'm going to be pissed. I take everything back. They have 4 tambourines. 4 tambourines! Anyone that cared about these people's mental health could get them some f***ing decently comfortable chairs.
You're better when I say so.
Medical dictatorships. Dictator doctors. Dick doctors? Christ, this is like the Breakfast Club, only with even less adult supervision. So far, less Dandruff. The Mutant Club? The Breakfast Mutants? She said, come with me all flirty, but now they're dieharding through f***ing air ducts, and at what point do you just want to get some sleep?
I killed my dad.
That's rough. But do you know what babies taste like?
Come on, lay down.
Lying down on someone's grave. The tender love story between these 2 girls, played like it's no big deal, is the best thing about this movie, and it deserves a sin-off. Man, the kid that killed his dad in the mines is the only one not making out tonight. Poor bastard. Why can't we see what the security camera sees right now? I get that he's freaked out, but how can he tell that's supposed to be his dead girlfriend? I mean, surely she didn't look like this all the time. X-Men franchise steals Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four, even though they already have their own character named Storm.
Initiate lockdown.
Goddamn, this whole thing is on voice command? Wouldn't it actually be cheaper to hire a couple more staff members? Teen Wolf. One of her powers is making crayons move. We've seen she has a magic arm and can teleport people to a fire dimension, so naturally her other power is making crayons move. Yet another movie in the X-Men universe makes a Mr. Sinister reference but doesn't give us the actual Mr. Sinister. Why do you toy with our emotions, X-Men movies? Why? No one will be seated during the scene where they show this goddamn statue for the 14th time.
What if you're right? Are you just gonna let her pump you full of drugs again?
Last time I saw things, secrets. Maybe I will again.
Yeah, that's a solid plan. I'm sure nothing could go wrong there. We're supposed to be rooting for these kids, right? Because right now, I just think they're dumb, even for kids. God damn, this is an orgy of evidence that someone on this production loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer. At this point, you're just making me wish I was watching Buffy instead of this movie. This is a large room that has other tables for Ileana to work on her art project. Does she really have to sit right in front of the television that Sam is trying to watch? F***ing Ileana. Why didn't Sam lead with that move? Also, that's 2 out of the 5 new mutants who produce heat in some capacity. Could have used a little more variety with the powers here, is all I'm saying.
My file.
She's been in Reyes' office for seconds and just finds her own file lying around.
She wasn't prepping us to be X-Men. She was prepping us to be killers.
I mean, if you know the history, that's a little more tomato than you're giving it credit for, Rain.
And let's kill the bitch.
You were just getting all mad that she labeled you a killer and had been training you to be a killer. I mean, do you not see the irony? Demon bear, doing whatever a demon bear does. Okay, so she's not a bear, but she should have been. That would have been way cooler, but this is also close enough in that she can summon a bear. Okay, the good news is you're the lead in this film. The bad news is you'll spend the finale unconscious. This is the climax of the movie, and I really don't know her powers. Metal arm, sword sometimes, teleports to previously fictional but nowadays real places, speaks Latin, and I don't need all the powers spelled out completely, but it might be nice to at least know their limitations. Also, if Ileana's power is teleportation, and once she goes to limbo, she can then teleport anywhere she would like to, why is she still at this school? She could have teleported outside the force field on the first day if she wanted to.
Hey, Yogi!
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Mixing your pop culture references. What the f***? Also, she can make that hand puppet into her personal Iago, and she hasn't done it once before now? I feel ripped off. Why is Limbo appearing all of a sudden? Because after she dropped onto the school grounds, it wasn't there.
You okay, Lockheed?
I swear to Moses, she says the word Lockheed more times in this movie than the entire executive offices of Lockheed Martin say it in a single day.
Demons can come in churches. Demons can come in churches.
Not even for moral? Running barefoot in the snow, even in a dream, you're getting hypothermia from that
You have to wake up, or we're all going to die.
Talking to her doesn't seem to be working. Try smacking her, or giving her CPR, anything but continued ineffective yelling. Magical ghost dad ex machina. Rain survives this.
I'm in charge now.
This works. I see, so she's the demon bear whisperer. That is the fastest sunrise since Hobbs and Shaw. Covering your junk with junk. What? What's this here in the wreckage of a giant demon bear attack? A photo of me and my dead dad? Amazing! Also, a photo of the dead dad has a DirecTV product placement in it. While they bond and become friends and I'm wondering where the Essex Corporation cronies are. Surely they know by now Reyes is dead and the facility is compromised, right? Right?
Hey guys, the dome's gone.
So we're free?
Duh! You literally went to kill Reyes! Dina called her the source of the force field dome, and you said, let's kill the bitch, and that was only like a few hours ago. How are any of you surprised the dome is gone? Maybe you don't deserve to be locked up, but you definitely need some educating. But also, Janice said that freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. So, in a sense, several of you were already free.
My father used to tell me that inside every person there are two bears.
Repeating the opening narration at the end of the movie.
You better lock it up.
You better lock it up.
No, you lock it up.
You lock it up.
Lock it up.
Lock it up.
Alright, you can stop sending us concerned messages that TV Sins stole our idea. TV Sins is in fact our other channel where we sin, you guessed it, TV shows. Search for TV Sins and find one of your favorite shows. Then, enjoy us sinning the shit out of it.
How's the peeping?
Hello? I'm dying here! Why didn't I just die with them? Why me?
And to answer your question, there are two reasons why I'm looking at you like this. One, because it seems in a few minutes that you will officially be the only survivor of this train wreck. And two, because you didn't break one bone. You don't have a scratch on you.
How did you feel?
Free?
I'm kicking my ass!
Good, because I got a hot date tonight. Odd date. Dinner with friends. Dinner alone.
Come with me, I want to show you something.
Where?
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Stop the prime time, bitch!
I asked him, which one wins?
Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.